Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So some of you will remember not long ago on Instagram, I asked you, send me a question and I'll put it in a 20 quick questions vlog. Now you guys are amazing because we had so many questions and some of them they deserve a whole vlog. They're pretty detailed. So what I've tried to do is put together the fastest questions for me to answer, and I've got 20 of them. I reckon I might have to do part A, B, and C because there's quite a few of them, and I wanted to answer as many as possible. So anyway, today is part A of I'm answering your 20 quick questions. How many horses do I have? Well, I actually own half a horse, that's Don Diablo, and then I ride 5 horses altogether. So we have Cocoa Popping Candy, who's Zazie, Cavalier Vivendi, that's Huey, Pointstown Will, it's Vendi, Cavalli Diesel, which is Diesel, and then, as I mentioned, Lewis, Don Diablo. God, I'm not very good at multitasking, am I? So I generally I have 5 horses a day when they're in normal work. They get 1 day off a week, which is usually Monday. And then twice a week during the middle of the week, I've been riding another one of the horses here. So in ISO, a couple of them have had a break. So sometimes I ride anywhere from 3 to, it could be 6 horses a day. And the 6 is usually just twice a week. And the other days is 5 horses. Do I breed or buy my horses? I'm a buyer, not a breeder, because I haven't actually had my own property with enough room to breed. Plus, I think I would prefer to know what I was getting. So if I can buy something that I know is going to be the right height, it's going to have clean legs, and it's turned out to be exactly what I want, that is my preferred way of going. As I said, because I just don't have the land to breed young ones. Mares or geldings? I must say, I'm a gelding person. I'm a brown gelding person. Again, Huey, perfect example of my perfect horse. Don't tell anyone else, Huey. But in saying that, I've had a couple of very, very good mares. Obviously, Cocoa Popping Candy is the #1 amazing mare. And then Koyuna Tora Bora was really amazing as well. She was longlisted for, was it 2010, shortlisted for 2010 World Equestrian Games. Yeah, brown geldings with a small white star are my recipe of choice. What's my first horse's name? My first horse was named Tinkara Minuet, called Minnie for short. Oh my God, she was a little turkey. So I think she was that typical grey 11 two-hand Australian cross Welsh pony that a lot of us grew up riding. I was 8 when I got her. And if you ask me for one memory of her, it was doing a grade 5 show jumping round at Pony Club. I think it was probably my first one, and the first jump had a bale of hay underneath it, and she stopped and she ate the hay, and I was too little to put her head up, and that's as far as I got in my first competition. Tinkara Minuet, yep, that was me jumping at a massive crossrail with 2 44-gallon drums, and just wanted to say elbows. Obviously thought that they were going to help me fly further and higher, and I think I was about 8 at the time. So yeah, elbows, they really do need to stay in. Actually had not a bad lower leg for an 8-year-old. Quite cute technique really. Usually she just stopped and ate the jump, so this is probably like a one-off shot. Did I go to Pony Club? And if so, where? Yes, I went to Tooradin Pony Club and it was awesome. And I kept my horses at Tooradin Estate with the Francises, and I attribute so much of my early learning to them. Tooradin was a huge eventing pony club, although we did get to do pretty much everything, dressage, showing, show jumping, the whole lot. But that would be where I got my beginnings in eventing from. Do I take working pupils? Unfortunately, I don't. The reason for that is that I'm just quite a small operation, and we have plenty of help to do all the things that we do. And I feel that if I had an extra person to do the work, that we wouldn't give them enough guidance. And also, we don't really have extra accommodation here for working pupils. But I have had people who I've taught who have come and helped me at competitions, and that's been really, really fun and a really good way for them to learn. But unfortunately, no, sorry, I don't have working pupil positions. what breed are my horses? So, Zazie is the only thoroughbred I have. Huey and Vendy happen to be by the same sire. A stallion called Ars Vivendi, who's an Irish Holsteiner. And funnily enough, Diesel and Lewis are also by the same sire, so they're by Donatram, unfortunately now deceased, and he's by Donahall. So I grew up mostly with thoroughbreds because back then that's all we had, but I have gone to more of a very athletic type of warm blood. Although I must say Zazie's very amazing, so a really great thoroughbred I certainly won't discount at all. I think there's a lot of room for a good thoroughbred. What's my favourite bait saddle? Well, I love the two that I ride in the moment, and that's the Innova Dressage and the Victrix jumping saddle, which is the new one. But there's actually a little secret that there's a new dressage saddle coming out. And it's called the Artiste, and there's going to be a very special vlog about it. I have to tell you about it when the time comes, but that is going to be my favourite saddle beyond all saddles because it had a bit to do with its design. So yeah, I think that's going to be my favourite, but I'll have to wait till I get it to show you. Brand of clothing that I like to wear most for riding, Spooks. Love Spooks jacket, Spooks jumpers, love them because they fit me really well because I'm a bit of a midget. My favourite KEP, sorry about my hair, I think this one is my favourite KEP. Blue with grey, it has faded a little bit, but it's got a big wide brim, so in summer I don't get such a sunburnt face, and I just love it. This is my favourite. Oh, this is my other one I've been wearing. I had ordered this ages ago. Navy with snake and sparkles, narrower brim, but it's also got the flesh coloured harness, so I kind of like that too because it matches here. And flesh colour, I've got other competition ones with the flesh coloured harness, so it matches my skin, so you don't have like navy blue harness sticking out. Favourite brand of riding boot? Ariat. Yes, I've been sponsored by these guys since 1998, and I don't think I've actually ever worn a boot that's made by another company since then because I haven't needed to, because these guys are awesome. So this is the Volant, and you can't really say, oh, you can here. It's got like mother of pearl. It's got serious shiny stuff. I know I've literally just taken these off. I live in them all day, and it has this elastic, so it fits really firmly, and this twisted zip, which I love, which gives it a great ankle. Then it's got crease points here, and it looks really sporty. And check out the mesh inside. So I pour the guys at Ariat, at Just Country in Queensland that import Ariat, I literally hound them to get the Volant boots in because they last me so well when I'm using them as a work boot on a daily basis. Like, so much love. Competition boots, I use the Monaco for a dressage boot, which has got like a Spanish top and a patent leather top. My most favourite boots are the Divino. Oh my god, you have to see these, the Ariat Divino. It's like calfskin leather and they're amazing. I probably would kill them if I use them every day, but I reserve them for mostly the show jumping because I feel really bad if I get off after cross country in mud and I'm cooling off horses and putting water everywhere. So I try to save them and don't trash them cross country. And then I've got some Crown Pro boots and also some Bromont dogs. Some Bromont boots. The Ariat Bromonts have got like a H2O waterproof warm lining, so for winter they're an awesome boot if you're going to go and catch horse in the paddock and it's quite wet underfoot. Anyway, the Volants, they are the best. How tall are my horses? They are not very tall because I am not very tall. I'm only 5'3", so my horses generally are between like a sassy 15.2.5 up to 16.2, maybe 16.3. So Huey, hi Hooter, he's my perfect size horse. So he would be just 16 hands and about a 6 foot rug size. And then you, Vandy, he's like a big unit. He's actually quite big for me, but he's 16.2, but he's pretty powerful and he's a 6'6" rug size. You long, you're family size. What clippers do I use? Well, I'll show you because I just got some new ones. So, lovely Jess from Hairy Horse got them. Hang on, let me just open this and I'll get back to you. Like, excuse me, who has a box that's this cool? This is amazing. Fold the outy bits, I did have 2 sets of blades that came with that. Slidey bit. That's just so cool, isn't it? I've put my old clippers in here. Got this blade cut plus blade care. I can't read. These are my old blades in there, and then these. These are my new clippers. So I just clipped 3 horses in the last week, and I love trying to do things one-handed. Here we go. Oopsie. These ones. The Wall KM10. And they have the 10 wide blade, and they are really lightweight. They were amazing clip. So impressed, because obviously my last ones were like literally 20 years old, like talk about old school. These are amazing. So yeah, highly recommended. Favorite color of my horses? Brown. Brown with a white star, minimal white socks. Why? Because I think brown horses are really straightforward. Chestnuts, I'm sorry, I've had chestnuts. You guys can have all the chestnuts. I know there's great chestnuts, maybe just not for me. Although, you know what, if someone had a great chestnut, I would have the chestnut. I'm not that bad. But anyway, I love a brown horse because I think they're really low maintenance. We don't need a lot of washing, and they seem to have a really good temperament. So funnily enough, when I put that out to the universe, that is all I got. Brown horses with a white star. Favorite color to put on my brown horses? Blue and grey. So navy and grey. You'll kind of get the idea here. See? Grey, navy, navy, grey, grey. Oh, Poots, hi. Hi, helper. And then we've got the same thing over here. Jumping saddlecloths. Grey, navy, 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 grey. Oh, hi. Helping Poots. I'm wearing a grey top. I'm wearing navy breeches. Oh, I have a very helpful dog. Although you will notice that Vendy has grey flecks of hair through his coat. And funnily enough, when you put grey saddlecloths on him, it looks really weird. It kind of washes out. The grey doesn't really look, the grey just doesn't pop. So he only wears navy. Everybody else can have navy or grey except Vendy. He's only navy. Which bits do I use at home and at comps? Bombers. Okay, this can be a bit hard to see. Rubber ones. More rubber ones, DC Morgans with latex on them. Yeah, bombers. I just love bombers. I'll do a whole thing on bits later on, but that was just my quick 20 questions, quick answer. If I could be another equestrian for the day, who would it be and why? I love this question. I think that I would like to be Edwina Tops Alexander, and the reason for that is that I absolutely love show jumping. So since I've started jumping a bit more, I absolutely love it. I also am fascinated by the Longines Global Champions Tour, in which she and her husband run. So yeah, 100% Edwina, and I think she's an amazing rider. Like, she's got a great position. She's so precise about the way she rides, and I love the fact too she looks really organised. I've watched her What's in My Tack Trunk video. She and I had the same boot stick. Yeah, I think she looks organised, precise, really pedantic about everything about the horse's care to the way they're trained. And she has a really nice style of horse that really suits her, so sort of smaller, hotter type, which I think I probably quite like too. Yeah, I just really admire her. I think she's great, and she's a little bit older as well. She's not like 20, she's been doing it for an awfully long time and stuck to it for a long time and very successful. Best advice to give to someone who's about to start as a professional competition groom? Get good gumboots and really good clothing. So you can only do your best job if you are dry, not too hot, not sunburnt. You need a really good hat. You need a really waterproof jacket. In fact, waterproof pants as well. And I'd almost suggest 2 jackets in case one's really soaking. You need warm gloves, you need decent socks, and you need good shoes. Like, don't scrimp on the shoes. And then in summer, you need the same thing. So you need a big brimmed hat, lots of sunscreen, good shoes, safety shoes, not freaking thongs. What else do you need? A really good attitude, a good work ethic, good knowledge of horses. You have to be prepared to work long hours and have good communication skills with your rider. And love your horses. Yeah, I want to make the horses happy. Who has been my most challenging horse to date and why? Winella Rialto. This little horse, it's a little warm blood, 15, 2.5 maybe. by Rocktape, who I found after getting Rialto was genetically bred a lot of buckers. So Rialto I got in this Sydney test event, so 12 months before the Olympics in 1999. The horse I was going to ride went lame. Then another rider was going to come out and ride a horse of Shane Rose's, and that rider broke his ankle. So I needed a horse. Shane's horse needed a rider. I got paired up with him. I rode him like 2 days before the event. Anyway, it actually went quite well. And at the end of the event, Shane said to me, look, do you want to ride him? Because he's too small for me. He's like 15, 2.5, and I don't really get along with him. Now, I did hear from a lot of people that this horse was really naughty, and he was, basically. But he was cold-backed. He was cold-backed beyond any horse. But at least when he was cold-backed and he started bucking at the beginning, once he got it out of his system, he finished the cold-back stuff. He didn't buck anymore, because that saved me, because, man, we had some episodes. He didn't really want me to put his bridle on. I'm just feeding the dogs, by the way. Then sometimes he didn't want to take his bridle off. He was quite violent. I know, mostly let me catch him. Didn't like men. Got scared of Velcro. Wouldn't let me clip him. Sometimes he wouldn't let, no, most of the time he wouldn't let me plait his forelock. He developed a lot more trust for us, which was fantastic. He was extremely bold, almost to the detriment. So I ended up with him going to 3-star eventing, and then I'd either win it or we'd fall off, basically, because he was really strong. I think he bolted with Shane, so that tells you something. I ended up going to 3-star, then I had a couple of falls because he was too strong, and then I thought, you know what? I think this could end badly. I don't think we should do this anymore. And he was really good on the flat, but I ended up going to Inter 1 on him. I learnt one-time changes, piaffe, passage. He started as a medium level horse, and together he and I went up the grades. We got onto the Victorian dressage team. I think I won the Detmar Spets trophy at the Nationals for the best under 30 rider. I won like advanced reserve champion at the National Dressage Champs. Like, he was amazing. So he was super quirky, but he had this incredible work ethic. And you know what? Despite every quirk he has, I would have him back tomorrow. He was so amazing, and he taught me so much, and I wish I knew more about his pole problems and why he didn't want to have his bridle on and his forelock plaited, because to be able to help him more with some treatment and see if I could make him more comfortable. But yeah, Winella Rialto, we called him Rialto, Roosty, Roo, and he was amazing. If I didn't have a career as a professional horse rider, what other career would I have done? Well, the answer to this is kind of interesting, because I actually have never really done anything else. I have been worked as a personal trainer, so I think my love of fitness, of probably motivating and helping people, it would probably be something in the fitness industry. Maybe, you know, run my own gym or have a sort of a online workout platform, something probably along the lines of that. But also I just love animals so much, so it would probably have to have a lot of dogs at home. I was thinking I might even have a doggy daycare farm where dogs come and just hang out and play. Maybe dog fitness, maybe I could combine the two. I also really love psychology. So yeah, maybe something in the psychology, fitness area. Thanks everyone for watching my video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And also, because this video was all from feedback from you guys, please leave some comments, ask me some questions. It really helps me to see what you're after so that I can make more content that hopefully you gain a lot from. And that's the whole purpose of this, is helping everybody enjoy their riding and enjoy their horses. See ya.